cases of married women's property and the campaign to repeal the Contagious Diseases Acts, the Irish women work largely as part of, affiliates or committees linked to the English movement. In the areas of education and the parliamentary vote, things are a bit different because of the Irish situation. Now, the way these groups acted, first of all, if you're aiming at changing at Parliament, as you are in many cases, at getting legislation passed, they're aiming at educating public opinion by writing letters to the papers, by holding meetings. Drawing room meetings are one thing where you have it in somebody who has a big drawing room, well off, and you get all the influential people, men and women you can there, and you get a speaker. And then public meetings open to everybody when you have some well-known speaker to come. Lobbying of members of Parliament, that's terribly important. How are you ever going to get an amendment to a bill or a new private member's bill introduced if you don't have some male parliamentarians to do it? So that is going on all the time, and right through, the women are very grateful to the male politicians who do support them. Largely, the men who take the initiative in introducing amendments and bills are, as we might expect, liberal politicians. The Irish Home Rule MPs, right through from the time the Home Rule movement emerges around in the 1870s, they had a very, very good record, percentage-wise, of their votes on all the kind of women's issues. It's a very, very interesting area. And so now, we don't know very much about the actual activities, except we know that they organised petitions on the Married Women's Property. And in Married Women's Property, the first Married Women's Property Act was passed in 1870, which in the way of most legislation within the United Kingdom, from everything from representation of the people, it gives things bit by bit. It began to give very limited control of married women over their property. But bit by bit, over the Acts, right up to, I suppose, in 1907, the complete separation of spouses and their property is actually established.